7 marital truths no one ever told you. We've done 4. It's amazing how this has been helpful, and I'm super excited that I could bring this to you and I can help. You know, when it comes to family life innovation, I'm regarded as one of the best in the world, right? I love to create simple solutions to complex family life problems, and I believe that this is going to be helpful and is really helping some of you. Thank you very much for your comment. Please make sure that you click the subscribe button and share this to your friends. This needs to go viral all over the world. We can save more families. Truth number 5, that the key to mastering yourself and your spouse is to master their user's manual. You know, the amazing thing I have found out with many people who counsel people is that nobody ever talks about the user's manual. When they talk about user's manual, you hear that, oh, the user's manual is the Bible or the user's manual is the Quran, right? But while I agree with that, your name is not specifically written in there. You need to script out the user's, it's like reading the Bible to handle your latest, toy or your latest machine or your latest car. You know that is not going to work. Or you bought an appliance and the next thing you want to do is to maybe read the Bible or read the Holy Quran, to use it. To utilize it or to understand it. That doesn't work, right? But you see, one of the documents I innovated and I created is what is called the Human User's Manual. Now, the User's Manual is a document that clearly articulates everything about a product to enable effective utilization to the user and to prevent unnecessary damage. So I say to people that your user's manual is there for the document that shows the authentic you and how best you should be handled to the maximum, to be maximally beneficial to the user. It is your authentic narrative about you, not holding anything back. The amazing thing about marriage is that people pretend and they hide who they truly are because they want to be politically correct. So you see people who want a certain style of sex, they pretend that they don't want that so that people don't look at them and they feel that something is wrong with them, right? And meanwhile, those are the fantasies in their heart. People have certain deal breakers. They never discuss it. They never talk about it. Then they get into marriage and they begin to get into trouble. Now, every time I have held a workshop where I am helping couples craft out their user's manual, it's always a revelation. People look at their spouse's user's manual and they are shocked that they've been married for 15 years and they knew absolutely nothing about the preference and the choices and the desires of their spouses. It's amazing. Even people who want to get married, they look at the user's manual and they're like, no, we are not sure we are meant for each other, and there is no fight. Because your user's manual is a document that truly describes who you are. The greatest impediment to finding your soulmate is the fact that many of us have been configured to love what we hate, apologize for what we are, and embrace what we detest. So you find out that too many singles can't stand their authentic self because it violates the code of the people they respect. And those people have set certain rules and regulations, and many married people can't live out their truth because they have to offend those they love. So people are living for their mentors, they're living for their leaders, they're living for their parents, they're living for the people they have placed as authority figures over their lives, such that they deny themselves of the capability to live simply because they want to please other people. Unfortunately, the people you want to please don't know you. You don't know them. They know themselves, but you don't know them. But you assume that who they are is who you see all the time. Now, in your user's manual is a document that if you drop it as a single, anybody can look at it and say, oh, I know who this person should get married to. Because many people at the point of making marital choices don't even know who they are. Your user's manual describes your authentic self. It talks about your brand promise, what should people expect every time they encounter you. It talks about your functionalities and your qualities. It talks about your safety precaution. It talks about your fantasies and deal breakers. Some of you have deal breakers. For example, I have a deal breaker. My deal breaker is if you stop developing yourself and you stop growing and you are just, comfortable with mediocrity, it's a deal breaker for me, right? For some other people, adultery is a deal breaker. For some people, it's domestic violence is a deal breaker. You need to know what your deal breakers are and you need to communicate it. What gets you upset and how best do you recover when you're upset? upset. He must be there. Instead of people figuring out how do they get you off, your low moods or your times that you are upset, it needs to be clear so that we don't have to live as a couple in malice. What are your blind spots? What are your personal gaps? What are you mostly misunderstood about? What are the things that people misconstrue about you? Frequently asked questions. These are the things that make up your user's manual. And if you have that manual, trust me, life will be blissful for you. Your spouse doesn't need to be guessing. He just takes your user's manual, goes straight. He knows exactly how to handle you, how to maximize you, and how to get the best out of you. I hope this has been helpful. You can schedule a user's manual hangout as a group, or you can come for personal coaching and I'll take you through. It will take us about maybe 3 to 4 hours to complete. But when you complete it, trust me, it eliminates most of the frictions you're going through. And it's one of the most important documents that helps you bond easily. It's available on my website as a course. You can go take it. Thank you very much for allowing me come into your world again today. I hope you've had a great time. I'll see you some other time. Bye-bye.